Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with our final Into the Emerald Dream Demon Hunter card review. There's been a lot today. I promise it's the last one, but we have a really sweet package of cards here. If you remember the Wildseeds from Castle Nathria for Hunter, they're back, but now they're Dreadseeds and they're going to Demon Hunter. We're going to take a look at these cards. You want to win these cards? We have a giveaway going on for 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket. To enter the giveaway, like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed, I will add another mega bundle. So hit that sub button, make me go baroque. So yeah, if you remember, we had the old Wild Seed cards not that long ago. And now, starting with Grim Harvest, a new Demon Hunter card, we will get the option to draw a card and summon a random dormant Dreadseed. So these work very similarly to the Wildseeds, where you get one that could be dormant for 1 turn, for 2 turns, or 3. And the first one being the Crow Dreadseed. This is a 1 mana 3/3 elusive undead beast. I believe they're all undead beasts. And it's dormant for 1 turn. So you don't get the 3/1 rush that you got at Hunter, but you get a 3/3, and that's, I'd say, worse. I'd rather have a rush minion that can act proactively, but it is more stats overall. It's got elusive, can't be targeted, so that's not too bad. We also have the 2 mana version that's dormant for 2 turns, where this awakens, give your hero +3 attack this turn. And yeah, you get 4/4 in stats. It's pretty good. +3 attack is absolutely nothing to scoff at, especially with that weapon we looked at earlier. That could be really nice, right? Dealing that extra damage. Definitely not bad at all. And then of course you have the one that's dormant for 3 turns, the 3 mana version. It's 5/5 in stats, and this is Taunt and Lifesteal, dormant for 3 turns. So these cards kind of trying to help you stay alive. Got a little bit of removal, some stats. I will say, not quite the 4/2 weapon you got at Hunter or the 2/5 taunt, although this is better than the 2/5 taunt. But yeah, that's pretty nice, right? And you get that for pretty cheap. But to wait 3 turns just to get a taunt lifesteal doesn't seem amazing. To get a 3/3, it's fine. And the 2 mana one to me is probably the best of the bunch because it does something immediately, right? You get that attack. That can be really good. And then of course this Grim Harvest card, you draw a card for 2 mana. So you're drawing a card, you're getting one of these Dreadseeds, Dreadseeds. I saw this originally, I thought Dreadseed. I'm like, oh, Dreadseed's back, but no, Dreadseed. So yeah, you're getting a pretty decent amount of stuff. And if you're looking at playing a deck with like limited minions, like a Cliff Dive Demon Hunter, like I'm thinking might be a thing with like Omen and all that, this could be a pretty solid card. Wildseeds were so good, and I don't know if Dreadseeds are at that level, but for something that was so good to be like just maybe good would still be, to me, like a 3 out of 5. So that's what I'm gonna give it. 3 out of 5. You get some card draw, you get a Dreadseed get going and all that. That could be quite nice. So yeah, 3 out of 5 in standard. I'll give it a 2 in wild, where again, too slow. Card draw is nice and all, don't get me wrong, but it's only 1 card, which is not quite enough for our, favorite degenerate format. So we have the Dread Soul Corruptor, a 4 mana 4/4 battle cry and death rattle. You summon a random dormant Dreadseed. So again, any of those 3 you can get, and you can get 2 of them having it die. You can also bring it back with that new 5 mana demon that summons a death rattle, right? That's 4 or less. So that's pretty nice. So you get a bunch of dormant stuff going, and you'll have some board presence later. And again, I just don't know, with getting a taunt, getting elusive, 2 of them not having a direct impact on the battlefield, I don't know how great it'll be, but it's a lot of stuff for 4 mana. Like, you're losing 1 health on a Yeti to get 2 dormant Dreadseeds, which to me seems pretty good, like a decent deal. A minion tribe or anything like that on this card, which can be a good thing, like to say Umpire's Grasp. It's another like minion you could play, not dilute your demon pool, which can be all right. So again, I think it could be an okay card for decks like that. Don't know how super competitive it'll be, but again, something I'll give a 3. I think you get a lot for 4 mana with this, and there's a lot of death rattle synergies going on right now in Demon Hunter that, yeah, it might just be worth playing. And in Wild, I'll give it a 1 because way too slow. I can't have dormant stuff there. There's just no way, especially Demon Hunter. I probably don't see that happening. And then lastly, we have one more Dreadseed card, the Wyvern's Slumber, a 3 mana. So this is the choose one card for Demon Hunter where you get to summon 2 dormant Dreadseeds. Very similar to the Wild Spirit card that Hunter got, which was like the best of the Wild Seed cards. It was so good. Or deal 2 damage to all minions, which seems pretty darn terrible. It hits your own stuff too. Like it's a 3 mana consecration that can't go face that hits your own stuff. Like you don't have that many synergies on any of your own things other than like some death rattle stuff. So that option probably not getting picked a lot, but getting 2 dormant Dreadseeds seems pretty good. The only thing is when I compare it to Wild Spirits, you don't get them to summon faster. There's no card in this package that lets you accelerate the process. You don't have an Aerolod, which used to summon all of these cards at once. I don't think it's quite at the level of the Wild Seed stuff. Again, the main reason being it's just not super proactive. The 1 mana 3/3 doesn't attack. The 5/5 taunt takes 3 turns always. There's no way to accelerate that. And yeah, you're getting a lifesteal taunt. That's nice. And it's free stats kind of, but it's slow and again can be kind of ignored or AoE'd or whatever, or we're going into a Black Knight meta possibly with all these giant taunts coming out of this expansion that it might just be like, oh, that's the thing I could finally get some value to my Black Knight against Demon Hunter because they don't really play that many taunts. So that could be a reality. But again, I feel like these cards have a shot. I feel like it's just a little package you put in to your Demon Hunter deck to not mess with like your minion pool for the most part. And the one minion we have here has a death rattle, which actually has synergy with our death rattles. So that could actually be just fine in itself, or maybe it actually roots it because I don't want to resummon it. There's a possibility on that. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 3. I'm gonna give all these cards a 3 out of 5. I'm not like overwhelmed by them, but I'm not completely underwhelmed by them either. And it is a throwback to a mechanic that was just super good. I never disliked the Wild Seed cards. I just thought they were a bit overtuned for a bit. They got nerfed like quite a few times, but I've always enjoyed those cards. So I do hope these work out, but there's a pretty good shot that they possibly won't. So we'll see. And in Wild, again, 1 because it's so slow. And Wild, again, you're dying by turn 5 like all the time. I can't play this. I just can't. Although the AoE is okay against like a Shadow Priest, but even then they have a lot of like 3 health minions or whatever. So yeah, probably just a 1 out of 5 in Wild. But yeah, there we go. A return of a favorite mechanic that hasn't been on for that long, but I don't mind it. I think it's pretty darn cool. So yeah, that's it. That's all the Demon Hunter cards. Let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. No more reviews, I believe, until next week on Monday. So stay tuned for that. We'll hopefully have some news and whatever videos for you guys over the weekend. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.